From the home of the Mariners since 1999, there's a look at Safeco Field here in Seattle. Today, it's the finale of this four-game set between the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. Frankie Santiago will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Darvish pauses. Here comes the first pitch. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there.
Batting fourth,
Nelson Cruz will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Runners on the move for second. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Coming to the plate now, Seth Smith. And he could get... And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Brett Wallace steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Frankie Santiago will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Frankie Santiago.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And we'll give you a look there at the Mariners leaderboard to this point in the season. And he currently finds himself right at the top of the list in that department.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. One, 2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, left
Seth Smith stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
No, it's still early.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time, and it's a double steal.
A better throw here might have gotten him at third, but you see it's high, and he's able to get into third on the front end of a double steal.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Delino DeShields will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hit to short. Santiago ranges to his right. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, second baseman
Eric Young Jr. in now. topped out in his first trip. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Santiago. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Frankie Santiago will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Frankie Santiago.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Chu has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Frankie Santiago will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
And with all the runs these guys scored yesterday, you wondered if they were going to have any left over for today. Sure enough, it took them a while, but they're finally on the board here with the RBI single.
So stepping in, Nelson Cruz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes to Shields. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now batting,
Seth Smith gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. Runner goes for second. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. DeShields is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching as they... Delino DeShields will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him.
And the run is in to score from third, and it's a 4-1 game. Striding in to start the 9th, Frankie Santiago, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Back goes Chu. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's a tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, he connected on a couple.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Frankie Santiago is our man to watch as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games you won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game, and although that performance will be a tough one to match in this one, I know his manager and teammates are hoping he's got some more magic left in that bat.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Trout and Cano slug it out. Coming up next. Frankie Santiago will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Santiago.
He's set. Here it comes. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Trout. A leap there by Trout, but he can't reel it in, if you will. That ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, so he creeps ever closer to triple digits. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0. So we'll take one more look. Danny Valencia will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Throw gets him, 2 down. And with a quick breather here. Leading off the inning, Frankie Santiago, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they... Frankie Santiago will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Belted high and deep into right center. Trout ranging back, leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there.
Well, this is really well done out there. I can't tell you how many times I've seen guys range back to the wall and then miss.
Frankie Santiago strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Chop foul over towards the dugout. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Nelson Cruz will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. The run scores from second. Now a 5-3 game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lewis Coleman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Down the third baseline. The second for one on the first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching. Now from the Big A, we've got afternoon baseball from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series. Frankie Santiago will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Shoemaker gets the sign. Here's his offering. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. A huge home run for him as he now stands alone in the all-time record books as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead. So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an... So striding in, Taylor Featherston, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit to short. Santiago scoops it up, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Johnny Giavotella will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Popped high in the air. Santiago camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Seattle Mariners. It's brought to us by Majestic. Frankie Santiago stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And we'll give you a look there at the Mariners leaderboard to this point in the season. And he currently finds himself right at the top.
He's a hit machine for them.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, I think we all know this guy is the whole package out there. He's homered earlier in the ball game. Now he shows off those wheels by taking second here on the stolen base.
Shoemaker comes set. Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. Into the box now, Lewis Colvin. He flew out in his last at-bat. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
This is skied out to deep center field. Trout looks up. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 13 for him on the year as the Mariners have opened up a 4. Frankie Santiago strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Calhoun. 2 gone. David Murphy will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Frankie Santiago will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Hard liner toward short, and this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and he'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Nelson Cruz digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Runner goes for third. Now they put the tag on him at third, and that'll officially go as a caught stealing there, and that's the first out of the inning.
And this is a helpless feeling as a runner. He's trying to be aggressive, but...
Mike Trout will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No.
Oh, look at this. He's up with it. The throw.
He's safe.
It's late. He's safe.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. Cole Calhoun will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day.
Speared on the dive. He goes to first. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit. So standing in, Frankie Santiago. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets it.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. Tonight, the opener of Carlos Gomez will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. To short, hit hard. Backhanded. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now here's a look at the Astros.
He had 3 hits and 3 RBIs in the last game. Look for him to continue being aggressive on pitches in the zone as he tries to carry over some of that success.
Santiago.
Popped high in the air. Altuve is there for it. 1 away. Striding into the box, John Singleton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Iwakuma peers in. They'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting ninth.
Frankie Santiago in now. Popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Gomez. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. A huge home run for him as he now stands alone. Jose Altuve will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first base. Frankie Santiago comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he will make it there as he slides in safely with a double. So he's into second here with the double to kick off the home 5th. And we'll give you a look there at the Mariners leaderboard to this point in the season. And he currently finds himself right at the top of the list in that department.
Yeah, they've been counting on him to deliver extra base hits. He's done it again.
Now a look and a throw back to second.
Got him!
And they got him. Carlos Gomez will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Carlos Correa will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Oh, what a play. The throw. Just late. He's safe.
Oh, love the effort, though.
That was a wonderful play, but he was unable to turn it into an out, and that brings the potential tying run to the plate now. In now, Preston Tucker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
Cano for 1. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs. Frankie Santiago will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Line drive to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 8th inning coming up. Astros lead this one 6-3. Frankie Santiago makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Hit down the third base line. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Robinson Cano will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And, folks, this ball game is tied. A two-run shot here for Robinson Cano. Number 17 for him on the season. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theShowNation.com. The Astros win this thing 7-6. Good night from Seattle.
For the Mariners, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available at stations on First Avenue, Royal Brom Way, and Edgar Martinez Drive.
From the home of the Mariners since 1999, there's a look at Safeco Field here in Seattle. Today, it's the second of this 3. Evan Gattis will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Hit hard to short. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors. Frankie Santiago comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Frankie Santiago.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Kyle Seager will stand in now, happy that this series is at home. Fly ball into straightaway left. Gattis is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. With a moment here in Seattle.
His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Drives it to deep right field. Back goes Springer. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So with that home run, he's now just 2 shy of an even 100 for his career.
Well, 100 home runs is a nice round number, Matt, but not such a big number that he'll get too excited about it. I'm sure he'll get the ball, put it on his shelf, and move on.
Got here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Frankie Santiago comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Springer looking up, and this one is gone, a home run. So that long ball has taken him 1 away from the century mark in home runs for his career. Not a major mark. Frankie Santiago stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Frankie Santiago has just clubbed a milestone home run. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, it's obviously not easy hitting home runs, Matt. That's why the best power guys are so popular. I suspect this one feels a little extra special, but I'm sure he'll keep things in perspective. He's not a threat to any record just yet.
Carlos Correa stands in now, looking to get on base any way he can with that potential tying run standing on deck.
Yeah, Matt, he's just got to focus here on getting a good pitch to hit or finding some other way to just keep this line moving.
Throw will get him at first for out number 1, but on the play, another run will come in to score.
Well, that's a good job here.
George Springer will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, you know, this was one of the more exciting games we've seen in a while. They load the bases here in the 9th, but in the end, they're going to wind up stranding the tying run at 3rd and the go-ahead run at 2nd.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring positions. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough.
Back here on the... A fine afternoon to enjoy our national pastime at Seattle's Safeco Field. Today, the 3rd and final game. Jose Altuve will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Hit on the ground to 3rd. There is Seager. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With that, we give you...
He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Here's the 0-1. Grounded to short. Santiago is up with it. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. One left for you. Frankie Santiago comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
The shortstop, Frankie Santiago.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
7 straight games with a base hit now, and that's a solid week or so of swinging the bat with some authority.
Kyle Seager will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. The move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Pickoff move to second, and late reactions, and they got him. Frankie Santiago will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And so far, that run still holds up as they lead the ballgame.
Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Third baseman number
at the plate, Kyle Seager. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a throw over. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second. So they'll have to be content with just the strikeout there as the runner's able to get himself into scoring position with one away. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. you've got a good hitter at the plate, a single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a looper to left. Gaddis over to his right. 2 gone. Nelson Cruz is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch inside. The throw. And he knew he was in trouble there as they just tag him out between second and third in the inning. Leading off the inning, Chris Carter, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 8.
Frankie Santiago comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Gomez. Makes the play, 1 away. Carlos Correa will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Oh, and this goes right past him. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still. Frankie Santiago strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Springer has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire. Robbie Grossman digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Grounded back up the middle. Cano for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 1 hit in the end. Frankie Santiago will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Frankie Santiago.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball towards the hole. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ballgame.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking to minimize the damage here. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of
it. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And I'll tell you, this is an inning that you really don't want to continue any further. So this next pitch really needs to be a strike.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work. The second baseman, Robinson Cano, comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? He is, as he gets the 3 unassisted putout. Chris Carter comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the 9th.
You know what? Let's see what kind of fight this team has right now. You've got to get on base right here, and then there might be a glimmer of hope for you.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Mariners have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yep, another day, another victory. Number 82 for them on the year, so that at least assures them of finishing the season with a winning record.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives them 7 strong innings.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. Frankie Santiago will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory. Dominic Brown will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Grounded to short. Throw gets him. Out. 2 down. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Kyle Seager over at third base, one of the best all-around third basemen in the game. Remember, he was an all-star in 2014, also garnered a Gold Glove Award at that position.
Digging in to try it again, Frankie Santiago. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you he wanted that swing back, too. He got a fastball to hit, and it seemed like he put a good swing on it, but he just missed it.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Frankie Santiago steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Santiago.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Gentry. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 5 innings complete. Frankie Santiago will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Liner toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. The relay throw, and he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Line drive to left. Runner tags from second as the catch is made here shy of the track. On to first, a double play. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. The Mariners are on top, 4-1. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, 2 hits for him in the ballgame. Both of them doubles, and that really paced his...
Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. For the 7th and final game of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Blue Jays starting pitcher, number 32, twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound as the Blue Jays push past the Giants, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.